What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It is HorrorFan34, and welcome to another video, and welcome to another weekly watch challenge video. I want to give a shout out once again to my buddy Rob for letting me join him in doing this. It's been a lot of fun doing these, where we do a theme every week for the weekly watch challenge. And I want to give a special shout out to Dale Stark's buddy Super Jammin' Brothers for actually coming up with this idea for me and Rob to do, and that was Space Week. So basically, for that week, we watched space themed movies. So I thought that was a really cool idea. So I want to give a shout out to Super Jammin' Brothers for coming up with that idea. So I figured I'd show you guys what I watched throughout the week for that particular week for Space Week, and then at the very end I'll tell you what we're doing for this week. Rob actually came up with this idea for the current week that we're on right now for the next theme. But getting on to the topic at hand here. So starting off on Monday, I watched The Last Starfighter. Very entertaining movie. Such a great 80s movie. Very well directed by Nick Castle. Has a great cast. Lance Guest, Catherine Mary Stewart. Just an awesome flick. The Starfighter video game and being a part of the fighters and being in space and everything. I mean, The Last Starfighter is just a lot of fun. A really fun movie, The Last Starfighter. So that was Monday. Now on Tuesday, I decided to watch this. Let me make sure I'm getting my things right here. Okay. So Tuesday, I decided to watch Space Cowboys. Definitely a very underrated movie when it comes to being in space. I thought Clint Eastwood did a good job directing the film, also being the star of the film. You also have Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, James Garner, may he rest in peace. You also have William Devane from Hollow Man. You have Courtney B. Vance, James Cromwell, Marcia Gay Harden. Just an excellent cast, and having these four actors together is awesome. Tommy Lee Jones, Clint Eastwood, James Garner, and Donald Sutherland in the same movie. That's pretty damn awesome. And very, 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 very well done flick. Space Cowboys. Now on Wednesday, I decided to watch Spaceballs. Definitely one of my favorite comedies of all time. I'd probably say it's my favorite parody film. Very highly entertaining take on Star Wars. Very well produced and directed by Mel Brooks. Also stars Mel Brooks. You also have John Candy, Rick Moranis, Bill Pullman, Daphne Zuniga, Dick Van Patten, George Weiner, Joan Rivers as the voice of Dot Matrix. Such a fun flick. I mean, Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet, Bill Pullman as Lone Star, John Candy as Barf, Daphne Zuniga as Prince Vespa, George Weiner as Colonel Sanders, and just such a very, very cleverly written comedy. Definitely one of the best parodies that is out there, Spaceballs. Now going on to Thursday, decided to go with a horror film, Event Horizon. Definitely one of the creepiest films out there, in my opinion. Pretty much a ghost story told in space, pretty much. And love Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill. You have Kathleen Quinlan. Very well directed by Paul Anderson, who would later go on to do the Resident Evil movies. I think this is definitely my personal favorite of his that he's directed. Such a well done, creepy flick that takes place on this spaceship, sort of like in outer space. It's a ghost story told in space, and it's very, very well done and extremely creepy. And then to finish off the weekly watches on Friday, I decided to watch probably my favorite film dealing with being in outer space, and it's right up there, Aliens. I watched it from the Alien Quadrilogy set, Aliens. I had to finish off with Aliens up there. Such a great movie. And what more can you say about Aliens that hasn't been said before? I mean, what else more can you say? So that's pretty much it for my weekly watches for Space Week. Thank you very much for watching, and also too, want to give a shout out to Rob for coming up with this week's topic. And we decided, since it is in the midst of October and everything still, we decided to do John Carpenter Week. So basically, all of this week will be a John Carpenter marathon. So stay tuned for that one when we do the John Carpenter one. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.